A view of I-40 in Chesapeake Energy Arena, taken from the Skydance brick. And with pregame.
Well, guys,
Great to hear that, D.A. Thank you. Thomas plays with real passion. You can tell he loves playing the game. A marquee matchup tonight. Two great centers going head-to-head. Brent, talk about the attributes scouts are looking for out of modern-day centers.
I think one of the things that they look for first with regards to a big man, Kevin, is a guy who doesn't shy away from contact. I know the game is moving with a little more open pace and space, but still, your big guy's got to want to be physical, because there are times in the game, whether he's touching it in the post or not, he's got to be a presence both offensively and defensively. That requires taking a few hits.
And with the ability to pass, and you know, there are guys like Bogut, even in advanced age, can still, I think, make a difference in that position.
Yeah, but if you look at guys like Bogut and Steven Adams, they're still willing to sacrifice their body, not for the glory of having the ball, but everything they can do for getting the ball into open space for their guards. That means hitting a guy, setting hard screens. That physicality has got to be priority one.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Inside, we got the tenacious Love and Thompson. Thomas is out there with Dwayne Wade. And it's LeBron in at the small forward position.
Just get a feeling like Melo has brought some extra energy to this one. This guy eats, drinks, and breathes basketball, but he's at it here tonight. Mindset right now is pretty strong. Superb at staying aggressive, and right now stringing some plays together. That's some good interior passing, and that's how you move it on the inside.
Wade dishes to Thomas. Back to Wade. Fires from deep. And James with the basket on the assist by Wade. James has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, he has a knack for burying some difficult shots. LeBron doing it again.
And Roberson kicks to Anthony. Over Love. A second chance effort. And Anthony with the lay-in. Anthony's got 5.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
Well, that's the second part of the equation there. Block out, be aggressive, and control the glass.
Cleveland moving the ball around from deep. Thomas. That shot off. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Steven Adams brings a lot to the team, Brent. Got a chance to be more involved, in fact, with the offense after Durant left.
Well, he's not a wispy 7-footer, Kevin. Thick and rugged out there on the floor and willing to set a lot of screens to free up Russell Westbrook. One of the things I'd like to see them do is maybe explore him in the post a little more often as an offensive threat. I think he's capable down there.
The drive by Anthony. Here's Roberson. That 3 off the mark.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
I think coaches right here are always talking about the extra pass, and a contested 3 is not your objective. One more maybe, and we know he can drill that from there, even with defenders closing in.
Adams with it, picked up by Thompson. Offensive rebound, and Wade sends it back.
You gotta love how much effort Dwayne Wade puts into the defensive end of the floor with blocks like that.
Outside for Thomas, a 3. That doesn't go either for Thomas.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
Yeah, that's just not a good pass. I don't know what he's thinking there. A poor decision.
Pass to George from downtown, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. George has got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Thunder. Thomas passes to James. Feeds to Love. Wade outside. In the corner, it's James. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. The Thunder leading by 5. The 3 from George. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple. Greg, you watch the Thunder play, and it's clear that this team comes out looking to attack. Everyone on the team wants to put it on the floor and go right at the rim.
And part of that is their leader, Westbrook, just setting the tone. I mean, team finished near the top in points in the paint last season, and the addition of Paul George just helps to enforce that strength.
Anthony kicks to George. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And the pass to James. They need this. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And we talk about the things that make LeBron great, Brent. The mental aspect of his game probably goes overlooked sometimes.
When you think about the way that LeBron James can be a chess master out on the floor. Wherever he wants the ball, he can set the pieces up where he knows he can take advantage of how the defense is going to play. And his teammates will tell you he can pretty much recall any play after a game that he's played. So him processing the game is on another level.
From deep, George. The shot, no good. And Cleveland will come the other way. And the dunk by LeBron.
As soon as Wade looks up and sees his teammate all alone, simple pass, throws it ahead, uncontested jet.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And I'm loving what I'm seeing, the passion that they're playing with up and down the floor.
Back to James. From down low. James with another miss. Here's George. Westbrook dishes to Robertson. The three from Anthony. The shot missing. And so it's Oklahoma City going into the break with a 10-point lead. And the three-point shot has been big for them. We've got more in store for you right after this. And Russell Westbrook, a guy who has faced some criticism. Also a guy who is extremely critical of himself.
It's tough, and I'm still learning every night to be able to come out.
Well, you have to love the competitive attitude, the desire to be great, not just for himself, but for his teammates, too.
And the emphasis on winning. That's why so many people in the league feel that it's just a matter of time before Westbrook puts those finishing touches on his game.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Cleaning the glass. I mean, right from the jump. And that really helped them to set the tone.
I think you said it. If you start off playing physical, Greg, there's kind of the attention of the referees and the opponent that you're coming at them all night long.
Westbrook and Robertson are the backcourt pair. Adams is out there with Anthony, and it's George in at the three spot. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Guys, the league may have never seen a player with more control on and off the court than LeBron James. He is a superstar, a playmaker, a coach on the floor. Some say he's the GM. He even has a stake in a player agent business. LeBron says it's his dream to one day own an NBA team. Well, he's certainly getting some practice. Kevin?
No question about it, David. He's well on his way. As important a player as we've ever seen in basketball.
And that's just a really good-looking three-point shot from Dwade. You have to crowd him as he's rising up for that one.
Anthony with the bucket. Then over the past decade, we've seen the creation of several super teams. How hard is it to manage the various egos and make sure the touches are the same, or at least they understand why the touches are being doled out the way they are?
I think the teams that have great management and great coaches that are in touch with these guys, Kevin, understand what type of player are you getting, doing your homework, and understanding, are these guys at a situation in their careers where they're still needing to prove something, or are they ready to get down to the business of winning? If it's about winning, that ego goes out the door.
Westbrook passes to George. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Well, even though he missed, you like seeing him taking that kind of shot. The defense must be better.
They get it back. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one on George.
Tristan not worrying in the least about the defense that time, just powering through.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And Tristan Thompson in the middle, a player, Greg, who understands his role.
He just plays hard and does the little things. Defense, rebounding, energy. When he's blocking shots and protecting the rim, he is one of the best bigs in our league.
Wade outside. Back to James. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got 4 assists now tonight. Outside, George. Ring shot on the way. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
And George just has that extra gear. Well, once he kicks into it, he is nearly impossible to stop.
Westbrook with the steal. The shot by George, no good.
You got to make that. The defense was far from terrible, but, man, that's an easy shot.
Thomas kicks to LeBron. Wade from outside. No good there. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Passes it to George. From downtown. And it's George again missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
James, it's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Here's George. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on LeBron James.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D. Well, when Paul George announced this summer that he intended to leave for the Lakers when the contract ran out, you knew what was coming. Even as a rental possibility, the suitors lined up, and eventually the price was paid, and now George finds himself in a Thunder uniform. And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
To the middle. Here's Anthony. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And too many, the Thunder came out of nowhere to land George in that trade.
You know, most thought Cleveland or maybe Boston were the front runners for his services, but the Thunder snuck in and made their team a 2-star squad once again. Very interesting to see how far the duo of Westbrook and George can go. And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
And count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line. So Anthony will go to the free throw line. That's on Dwayne Wade. The Thunder shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
LeBron outside. Back to Wade. Here's the 3. Goes back up. Thompson dishes to James. Near the 3-point line, it's Wade. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
Right now, he's just out of sync. A lot of shots rimming out, and he's got to try to find something different.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another beforehand.
Here's George, and a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. On the wing, James. From past the arc, kept alive, Thompson. Second shot opportunity. That shot off the mark.
Well, I like the shot.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter at
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 18 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. Shaq, your thoughts on the Thunder?
PG13 breaking the box office tonight. Paul George won.
That's it for now as the second half.
And now the third quarter about to get going. You look at Paul George in this game, guys. He's been it. Oklahoma City leading by 7. And the Cavs' big 3 completed with the trade of #1 overall pick Andrew Wiggins to Minnesota for Kevin Love. Brent, if they had to do it all over again, you still think they make that trade?
Absolutely, Kevin. They brought a championship to Cleveland, a drought of 54 years, and Kevin Love was a big reason why they got to the top of the mountain. So I would absolutely make that trade.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. LeBron and Love are the deadly forward pair. Dwade out there with Thomas. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Thomas passes to Wade, and it's blocked.
Iverson out there to play defense. He excels at getting off the ground so quickly to get the block.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
James kicks to Wade. Double team on Wade. George against James. Again, James missing.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And that one's good, George.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, when your opponent's down and frustrated, this is when you could turn it up.
Thomas's shot is off.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
It's stolen by Wade. LeBron left side for 3. Outside for Thomas. From outside the arc. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Wade.
And Dwayne Wade sees the floor so well, just rising up and knocking down the jump shot.
Westbrook dishes to George. Kicks it to Carmelo. From the arc. George missing again.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
And Isaiah Thomas, the 60th and final pick of the 2011 draft. Greg, he definitely plays with a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, I call it the little man syndrome. He's driven to prove himself. I mean, he's overcome the odds. In league history, only 9 players 5'9" or shorter have played 1,000 minutes or more in a season. And he's not just playing, he's playing at the highest level. And I'm just not sure the league has ever seen a more intimidating slasher than LeBron James. A 6'8" bullet train. He's so strong, so quick. And if he gets a shoulder on you, watch out.
Outside for George. And that's collected by Love. The Cavaliers trail by 5. The drive by James. That's in there. Love with the assist. LeBron's got 5 points now in the quarter. And LeBron always feels like he can get past his man. It's that next level of the D he focuses on.
And if I'm the help, I play him for the pass. I don't want to be in that poster. Maybe the most devastating finisher in league history.
Oklahoma City shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. No good on the second free throw.
And for him, that is an ugly trip to the line. Rarely do you see him do that. Just a little lackluster so far with his effort. He's been very limited due to his poor shooting.
Anthony, the pass to George. Good D by James.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Thomas gets the bucket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And George kicks to Anthony. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. He feeds it to Robertson. To the paint. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, Melo's getting inside, maybe even under the skin right now of the defense.
The Thunder shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And both free throws good for Anthony.
Always am amazed at the consistency of what Carmelo Anthony and his ability to score the basketball has done. Averaged 20 points per game, even as a rookie. And no matter the situation, he definitely can carry a team with his scoring.
At the elbow, Westbrook. And he uses the glass on the layup. Westbrook's got his first basket.
Well, not many guards are able to get to that spot as quick as Westbrook does. It's a comfort zone for him.
From deep, LeBron. That one doesn't drop. Excellent D there from George. And with Melo, the 20 points a game, his whole career is astounding. Given the length of the time he's played, Brent, it helps when you're the #1 option, as he is on offense.
Well, Carmelo has been the #1 option in any offense his whole life. He's going to go down as one of the NBA's greatest scorers of all time, and just a consistent threat you can rely upon night in and night out.
They get it back. Adams. Good D by James.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
No good from Wade.
Now, this just doesn't seem to be his night, or his team's for that matter either. And they got to pull it together here quick, or it's going to be lights out. I really like the awareness, noticing that he's got the mismatch, and then he just used his size as his advantage on the layup.
That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. And that's 12 points for Dwayne Wade.
And with that three, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Carmelo really has great footwork down low, showing off the feel right there when he gets near the paint.
Wade can't hit.
Well, I like the shot selection. I don't like the shot result. Won't happen much.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Oklahoma City out in front, up by 4. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Oklahoma City. Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Billy Donovan.
We've done a great job moving the ball. Let's keep the ball moving.
And we're set to start the action up here in the 4th quarter, and if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Westbrook and Robertson are the backcourt pair. Paul George is out there with Anthony, and it's Adams in at the 5. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Count that one.
Years and years of experience and devastating defenses. That's LeBron James.
It's Anthony with the drive. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
He's just so aggressive on that move. You have to come over fast and hard to stop him.
And here we go with Westbrook heading to the hoop. Whoa!
I mean, it is really like he's jumping off of a trampoline out there. Westbrook can do anything he wants when he gets up like that.
And the replay presented, of course, by Under Armour. Unleash chaos. Great stuff and some great basketball going on. The Thunder leading by 6. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable. Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And for Isaiah Thomas, he shouldn't have too much of an issue fitting in with the Cavs. I mean, he played AAU with Kevin Love. He can distribute and score. Same role as Irving had when he was with the Cavs. And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
He can't get it to go. Adams, some nice D. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. And
I just love the aggressiveness from George, just slicing apart the defense with that terrific ability to penetrate.
James kicks to Wade. From outside, off the mark. For Oklahoma City, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the 4th quarter so far. They retain possession, and the Cavaliers call time here.
And I like this timeout. You're getting terrible rim protection right now.
Well, you got to ask your team to give you a little bit more effort because there's just not a lot of fire on the defensive end.
And the Cavs trade for Isaiah Thomas reunites 2 former teammates. He and Kevin Love actually played a little AAU ball together, both of them growing up in the Pacific Northwest.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He got into him pretty hard. He said, we are being way too soft in there. We need some toughness, and I need some defense. No more easy baskets. Pretty strong words, guys.
Thank you, David. And finished off by Westbrook.
Man, how many times have we seen Westbrook way up like that with the poster shot, just doing what simply other people cannot?
And back in high school, Isaiah Thomas used to ride the train down to Portland and stay the weekend at the Love's family house. For those two, teaming up once again at this level, it's pretty surreal.
And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession.
Well, somehow they kept possession of the ball after that poor pass. They should be very thankful that wasn't a turnover.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Fires at the elbow. And good that time. And now an 11-point Oklahoma City lead.
But he's got no problem getting to that spot on the floor. Westbrook now looks more confident in those kind of results.
And that one's good, George.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
Yeah, they're just absolutely getting anything and everything that they want out there. They have not let up.
And another miss by Cleveland. Here's Oklahoma City. They're on a 16-5 run here. And he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
Melo good at scanning the entire floor, and that's why that time he found the open teammate.
And Paul George kind of made it known of his desire to leave for LA after this season, but big risk for the Thunder to make that move and trade for him.
Here's the lob to Adams. Pass to Roberson. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Westbrook wide open. He fires, but he stays with it.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Oklahoma City.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this is a great team effort by everyone.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Paul George.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
How about that? LeBron continuing to find his three-point game. That time looked good.
And he makes that one. And the Thunder lead by 19.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
Well, you want to close the door on any type of comeback effort. This has been a vault. Ka-ching.
You're right. Thomas, good.
This is not the team we've been watching for most of the night.
It's a shame because this is the team we expected to see fighting on every possession. I think it's just too late.
And they've earned this one, showing an ability to dominate in front of their home crowd.
Yeah, tick-tock and not much time on the clock left. Double-digit lead and coming up roses.
3. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Anthony dishes to George. Over James. Misses off the right iron.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motions on that possession. This often leads to a bad shot.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're in front by 15. 1 second left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And now that you can tell there's some bad blood here. They're just rubbing it in now by calling a timeout.
Or could be just wanting to execute well down the stretch. Don't want to leave any room for chance.
The three from Anthony. No good there.
Kevin Love got his hand up.